Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is Wabuga Tonye presenting car body parts. Um, Today, we are going to look at these parts in a detailed format so that we have a deeper understanding of these body parts, and so that when it comes to panel beating, we know these parts by their name. And of course, later we can talk about how to handle their repairs and how each of them should be treated differently with respect to their profiles. The first part that we need to talk about is the whole body shell. This body shell is actually the functional backbone. It's the functional backbone, and it is the body of a car that rests in the chassis and fits the engine, mechanical and electrical systems, seats, and so on. It is designed to carry the weight of all components that are present in the car and even handles the weight of the passengers. The next part is the hood. The hood in USA or bonnet in the UK is the hinged cover over the engine of motor vehicles. Hoods can open to allow access to the engine compartment or trunk on the rear engine and some mid-engine vehicles for maintenance and repair. The trunk or boot of a car is the vehicle's main storage or cargo compartment, often a hatch at the rear of the vehicle. The hood is also called the trunk, is an enclosed storage compartment located near the front of the vehicle. In the UK, rear trunk is called boot and front hood is called bonnet. It's the luggage compartment usually located at the rear of the vehicle, such as a sedan, coupe, or convertible. A car bumper. Car bumpers feature protruding shrouds of plastic or metal called bumper covers that surround energy-absorbing materials. They are designed to absorb impact to the front and rear of the vehicles and minimize low-speed collision damage. They are basically made of steel, aluminum, rubber, or plastic. The bumper grille covers the front body of the vehicle and allows your engine to keep cool. When you drive your car, it sucks the air through the grille, which serves to provide ventilation through the engine bay. It primarily protects the radiator and allows cold air to enter the radiator of the car. In addition to the front location, they are also located in the front wheels for brake cooling, in the cowl for cabin ventilation, or on the rear trunk lid in rear engine vehicles. Crash guards or bullbars. The crash guards are mounted to the front frame or chassis of the car to protect from damage in case of an accident. They are typically made of heavy-duty steel, and in addition to protection, they make the vehicle more beautiful. Cowl panel. The forward part of the body of a motor vehicle supporting the rear of the hood and the windshield and housing the pedals and instrument panel. It is the panel that covers the gap between your car's hood and windshield. It supports both the windshield and the dashboard while also protecting the area between the windshield and the hood. It is the space where your vehicle's windshield wipers are located and also ventilation vents. It ensures that no foreign objects enter the cabin filtration area or the windshield wiper system. It is also known as the scatter panel. The quarter panel versus the fender. Sometimes these two go hand in hand. Both of them can be called, a quarter panel can also be called a fender, and a fender can also be called a panel. They are also called wing. But in some cases, or most cases, a fender will usually refer to the front wing, where a quarter panel will usually refer to the rear wing. The fender is the front section between the door and the hood or bonnet, and is also called the front wing, and may sometimes also be referred to as a front quarter panel. A quarter panel, or the rear wing, is the body panel exterior surface of an automobile between a rear door or only door on each side for two-door models and the trunk or boot, and typically wraps around the wheel well between the door and trunk lid or between the door and the hood. It supports the back panel and other rear panels, which may include the trunk of the car as well as the rear fenders or bumpers. The fender liner. In every type of vehicle, each wheel has a separate fender liner. The function of fender liners is to prevent dirt, mud, water, environmental toxins, and other impurities from seeping into the engine bay, causing serious damage. In addition, it also helps to protect the wires and other components inside the wheel well from collision. Driving a vehicle without a fender liner is not recommended, as it acts as both a buffer and a barrier between your car's engine, hood, radiator, headlights, and windshield. Roof. The roof covers the passenger compartment, protects the passenger from direct sunlight, wind, rain, etc. The sunroof. A sunroof is a movable panel that opens to uncover a window in an automobile roof, allowing light and fresh air to enter the passenger compartment. Car doors. The doors give access to the cabin or passenger compartment. Saloon cars may have two doors or one on each side. Door panels have a double skin and are not easily worked during panel beating. May require pulling, airbags, or any other special tool to establish desired profile. Mud flaps. Mud flaps trap dirt and stones and ensure that it doesn't fly straight into your vehicle from back or front. Cantrail. A cantrail is a longitudinal structure member that supports the roof together with the side of the car. They form a longitudinal door closure and hanger space. It's fixed on upright supports, i.e. the A pillar and B pillar, usually where they are a single press or a plastic strip is placed to hide joint with the body. Valance. A valance is a length of decorative drapery attached to the frame of a structure to screen it or the space beneath it. It may be trim pieces at the bumpers to direct airflow or filler body panels. A valance, also called a front rib or lower valance panel or lower bumper panel, is a component located under your vehicle's front and rear bumpers. A valance looks like a big panel with a molded airflow lip. It provides the first line of defense as a lower deflector to protect the car and assist the driver in maneuvering the vehicle safely. The valance also aids in improving airflow over and under the vehicle's body, thus enhancing a car's aerodynamics. It's also used for decoration. Pillar A, B, C, and D. The roof of a vehicle is supported by pillars and they are labeled A, B, C, and D from the front to the rear of the vehicle. All vehicles have an A pillar at the windshield, but many, such as a hardtop, do not have a B pillar. Station wagons and sport utility vehicles, or SUVs, often have a D pillar at the rear of the vehicle. The A pillar. The A-pillar or screen pillar of an automobile is the structure that connects the side of the body of the car with the roof of the car and to which the windshield is attached. It is the first from the front support for the roof and thus is called the A-pillar. The B-pillar. The B-pillar is behind the driver and front passenger seats. It connects a vehicle's roof to its body at the rear of the front door. The roof support pillar located in the car's midsection between the A and C pillars. In the case of the B or center pillar on four-door sedans, the pillar is typically a closed steel structure welded at the bottom to the car's rocker panel and floor pan, as well as on the top to the roof rail or panel. The C pillar. The roof support structure on either side of the rear window on a typical sedan or coupe. It corresponds with the A pillar located on either side of the windshield at the front of the car and the B pillar which sits between the front and the rear doors on a typical sedan. The D pillar. The back roof pillar and forms the uprights that support the rear window. It's located after the A, B, and C pillars. The rearmost roof support structure on an SUV, minivan, or wagon is the D pillar. It corresponds with the C pillar behind the rear doors, the B pillar between the front and the rear doors, and the A pillar on either side of the windshield. The wheel arch. The shaped part of the bodywork of a car or other vehicle that allows the wheel to be accessed and, in the case of front wheels, enable them to be steered. The wheel arch is designed considering all possible motions the tire undergoes while the vehicle is in motion. The wheel arch also ensures stopping any debris that could possibly fly outside the wheel well and hit pedestrians. Bulkhead is the panel between the engine compartment and passenger compartment, or simply the vertical panel. The seal. The seal is the strong horizontal part at the side of the floor of a vehicle onto which a door closes. The seal runs between the front and rear wheel arches below the door. Some car doors overlap and hide their seals. The hood, as it is known in the USA, or bonnet in the UK, is the hinged cover over the engine of motor vehicles. A canopy. A canopy is a type or a door type which sits on top of a car and lifts up in various ways to provide access for passengers. It can be hitched at the front, side, or back, though hitching at the front is most common. End of the description and the definition. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button below. Thank you and welcome again.